Today, I'm going to talk about some of my game design pet peeves. These are things that developers do that make me wonder what they're smoking, or stuff that just plain pisses me off. Games that only let you have one save file. There are many titles that have done this over the years. With older games, it's understandable, but developers in the last 10 or 15 years should know better. The example that sticks out to me is Dragon Quest IX. I used to think that they were only able to fit one file on there because of the size of the game. But then I see a game like Super Robot Taisen K released for the same system that has tons of story and customization, and a whopping 64 save files. So obviously space wasn't an issue, and the developers just decided to be pricks and limit you to just the one. This isn't only an issue for me, since I have seen several people online that purchased a second copy of the game just to have another save file. Games that don't let me save anywhere. I'm an adult that has a full-time job and a family, and sometimes I have a limited amount of time to play a game, which means I can't make any progress and have to hang out around the save point. That's one thing I love about emulation. I can play in short bursts, save at any time, and come back to it when I'm ready. Surprisingly, there are some people out there that are against a save anywhere feature, as they feel it can be exploited. Well, that may be true, but if someone wants to exploit the save feature, that doesn't affect your enjoyment of the game now, does it? Quick time bologna sandwich.
Game over, yeah!
Quick time events. This is one of the most useless mechanics ever in gaming. This doesn't add anything to the gameplay. In fact, it ruins the immersion of the cutscene. Instead of enjoying the game story during a cutscene, I have to play a fucking game of Simon. The absolute worst offender in my opinion is the God of War series, or as I like to call it, button presser of war. You want to open that chest? Press buttons. You want to finish off that enemy? Press buttons. You need to open that door? Press buttons. Stop! Not everything needs to be Simon or a button-mashing frenzy. It seems like Santa Monica Studios' mission statement is to make sure the player is always pressing buttons. Sometimes less is more, and that's something the series really could have benefited from. Ugly menus. There are games like Valkyrie Profile 2 that have absolutely gorgeous menus, but then there's the polar opposite, Final Fantasy VIII's bland gray background with white letters. Was this to make the game seem more serious? Well, all it does is make me not want to customize my characters and exit the menu as fast as I can. Games that make you collect stuff. You may think that I'm talking about games that make you collect 25 of this item and 50 of this item, but what I'm actually referring to is this. Now, I love the LEGO games, but I hate the fact that each one makes me run around in a circle every time I break or defeat something. Making me collect stuff that I should earn automatically does not add anything to the game, it's just more tedious bullshit I have to do. This also applies to Grandia for making me open a treasure chest, then making me run up to the contents. Just give me the damn item! Games that let you skip but not pause cutscenes. I've only come across this one time, and that was with Valkyrie Profile 2. I was at a critical point in the story, and my girlfriend knocked on the front door. Went to pause the game, and the cutscene kept rolling with a text box that asked me if I wanted to skip it. Of course, leaving the girlfriend waiting outside for 5 minutes while I watched a cutscene wasn't an option, so I went and let her in and ended up missing a bit of the plot. Nintendo Wii games that force you to use motion controls. My disdain for motion controls is something I've mentioned on the channel before. What I find really bizarre about it though is that Nintendo went through the trouble of creating two different classic controllers for the system, but don't let you use it in many of their games. What kind of genius marketing is that? Be sure to buy this awesome controller when you purchase your console, and watch it collect dust as you play through New Super Mario Bros., Metroid Other M, and Donkey Kong Country Returns. And what's the point of this? If you're gonna make me plug it in, just have me plug it into the console. Or better yet, charge a little bit more and make it wireless. And that's my list of some of my biggest game design pet peeves. Let me know what some of yours are in the comments, or make a video response. As always, I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next time.